Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with another video, and for today's video I'm actually going to be setting up my sort of debt tracker and debt payoff plan spread that I have been doing for the past couple of months. I started this whole payoff page back in January, and you guys really seem to enjoy it, especially because it was the very first time that I was really open and transparent about something like my debt numbers. You guys now know how much it is that I am in debt. This was the very first spread that I make, which included my debt tracker as well as my debt payoff plan for the first half of the year. And since then I have made one more updating that. So this is how last month looked like, and as you guys can see, I did the same exact thing. I updated you guys on my debt numbers as well as what I was looking into paying for the next couple of months up until May. I want to go ahead and just explain myself a little bit as to how I'm doing this. So I was really debating whether I wanted to partake in the debt snowball or debt avalanche method, and a lot of you guys have given me your opinions on why one of them is better than the other one, or why they really don't matter, or just stuff like that. And I really appreciate all of that information. Although I have been budgeting, the beginning of the year was sort of a wake-up call to really get down and pay off all of my debt, especially because after May, in June, I do start paying off my student loans. If you guys don't know, I actually graduated back in December, so they do give you 6 months after that to start paying off those student loans, and that for me is in June. I wanted to go ahead and sort of pay as much as I could for my consumer debt, which is all of my credit cards that I have. So I went ahead and just set up this plan of how I was going to tackle down and pay as much as I could before I started paying student loans. So what I did is I put all of my credit cards, I put the balance, the APR, minimum payments, and any additional payments, and I have gotten a lot of different opinions from you guys as to which one I should pay off first, which one I should pay off last, which one I should just pay off because it's such a small amount. And I do definitely hear all of your suggestions and all of your opinions, but at the end of the day, I'm going to be doing what I think is best for my own debt. Obviously, I can go at my debt at several different ways. I can pay off the one that has the most interest, I can pay the one that's the lowest, I can pay the one that's not accruing any interest, or I can pay the ones that are accruing interest. And there's just so many different ways that I can go off about my debt, but I just want to let you know, and I wanted to be transparent about my debt just so you guys can see my journey and how I'm paying off my debt. You can go ahead and follow it as I'm doing it, or you can go ahead and adjust it to your life and your sort of lifestyle. So yeah. So today I'm going to sort of recreate this page. This might be the last time that I do sort of a debt payoff plan included in my debt tracker, and you guys will sort of see that next month as I do several of my budgeting videos. You guys will see why. Go ahead and just get started. So if you guys don't know, if this is your first video from me, hello, my name is Romina and I am 23 years old. I currently do live at home. Like I mentioned, just finished college, but my graduation ceremony is this May. So let me go ahead and just start by laying down my stickers. For the stickers that I'm going to be using, because you guys know that I absolutely love using stickers in my planners. You guys know that my channel is basically all about setting up all of these pages and checking in on my expenses. So I am going to be using stickers, and as you guys may or may not know, I recently came out with an Etsy sticker shop. So that's where all the stickers are from. So first I'm going to go ahead and take my debt tracker, which comes with 2 little headers and a debt tracker script sticker, as well as some washi for decoration. If you guys don't like using stickers in your planner, I definitely understand. I just do because I just like to make it cute and have everything organized. That's just how I am. I also did print out some debt payoff plan stickers. This is in the March sort of color that I have here and the April color. And I might not even use the April one because, like I mentioned, I'm doing something else for the month of April. I'm trying out something new, but we will see. So let me start off by just laying down my washi strip. So yeah, what else? I wanted to give myself sort of a little introduction there. If you guys have never watched any of my other videos, I do currently live at home and I do work part-time. So I have not started my sort of career job yet, and the reason being, which you guys will probably hear in my Q&A that's going up this Thursday, I have sort of other plans to go back to school and do something specific. So if you guys are wondering what that is, you guys can go ahead and just stay tuned for that. So I have my header here, and we can go ahead and just start with my debts. So as you guys may or may not know, from last month, I actually did have a goal this month to pay off $1,000 to my debt. So as you guys can see, we can just go ahead and go over the debt payoff plan I had set up for myself last month. And the reason I like updating this is because I could, let's say, have a goal for the next upcoming months, but I won't know exactly how much it is that I'm putting or that I want to have as a goal that I think is reachable and realistic up until the month prior. So that's why I really like updating this debt payoff plan sort of situation. So I had sort of set out this goal for myself during March that I wanted to pay $1,000 towards my Bank of America travel, as well as other goals for April and May. So I am happy, super happy to say that I was able to reach that $1,000 goal. I'll go ahead and explain to you guys how I was able to reach that goal, because as you guys know, I work part-time, and not even like full part-time. I work like part-time, which is really funny. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just start with my debts. My first debt that I have is my Victoria's Secret card. For my Victoria's Secret card, my balance as of now, because I did already pay all of my cards for the month, so I know my balance for this one is $137.47. I like to put the APR just to remind me which one I want to go ahead and tackle first, and for this one is $26.99. Now the minimum payment for Victoria's Secret is $27, and I did pay that, but I didn't make any additional payments because, like I mentioned, I had a goal to pay $1,000 towards that Bank of America travel. Next, I have my Forever 21 card, and my balance for this one is $298.67. The APR for this is $28.99. The minimum for this is $27, and once again, no additional payment for that one. Next, I have my Amazon card. My balance for this one is $957.69. The APR is $24.49. The minimum payment is $30. And no additional payment for this one. Next, I can go ahead and now put my Bank of America travel here. I like to have them organized by the lowest balance to the highest. So now I can go ahead and put Bank of America travel, which you guys know that was way lower than this, but it now has changed because, like I mentioned, I was able to pay those $1,000, which I'm super excited about. So now my balance for that one is actually $970.75, which definitely pumps me up, and I know I can definitely pay this amount off by the time that the promotional interest ends. So I do have a promotional interest right now, so they're not charging me interest because I did open up this credit card about like 9 months ago, I think now. So they do give you 12 months of promotional interest. So I wanted to go ahead and pay that credit card off first. Now I know I could have just paid off my Victoria's Secret and my Forever 21 with that $1,000, but that's just what I'm doing. Like I mentioned, I know there's completely different ways to go out about my debt, but that's just what I wanted to do. I wanted to pay off the Bank of America travel card before that promotional interest ended. I just think that that's the best thing to do for my situation, and that's what I'm doing. So that's what I'm choosing to do. The minimum payment for this was $25. And like I mentioned, I was able to pay $1,000 towards this, which definitely decreased this amount by so much. And I am so happy that it's so low now. I mean, it's not that low, but it's lower than it was before. Next, I do have my other Bank of America credit card. And this one I do owe $1,292 with 36 cents. The APR for this one is $24.99, and the minimum is $41. And then once again, no additional payment for this one. And then last but not least, I have, oh my god, I totally messed up. Okay, that's okay. We're just gonna go ahead and put Walmart here. This was a little bit lower than the Bank of America that I put, but that's totally fine. I'm over here like trying to line them up and then I missed one. That's so funny. Okay, so Walmart, that's for that one I owe $1,181 with 92 cents. The APR for this one is $24.90 and the minimum is $36 and no additional payment for this. And then now last but not least, I have my PayPal credit, which is the one that I owe the most on. And that's $2,934 with 39 cents. The APR for this is $19.99, which I think should be changing in the next couple of months because their policies have changed. And the minimum payment for this was $89 and no additional payment. So as you guys can see, that is all of the consumer debt that I have. And now I'm going to go ahead and just take my last little header. Now, the reason I show you guys my debt is not to be judged. And I do want to stress this because I did once get a comment that they couldn't believe how much debt I have. I already know that. Like, you don't have to tell me that I have so much debt because I know I got myself into this mess. So I'm trying to get myself out of this mess. I am thankful for all of the positive messages everybody has been giving me, but there's always those not so positive messages. And honestly, the way that I see it is that I am 23 years old and I am now trying to pay off this debt. And I don't see anything wrong with that. I know that what I did was wrong, that all of this should have never happened. But yeah, at this point, what can I do? I remember a long time ago, when I was buying stuff with all these credit cards, I would just be like, oh, future Mina would take care of this. Like, she will take care of this, you know? And now I'm over here like, okay, past Mina, why did you spend so much? But, you know, I'm trying to be better, especially for future Mina now, and pay off all this debt just so I won't have this sort of burden with me my whole life. I definitely want to pay off this as quick as I can. Obviously, it's not going to be overnight, and I'm not always going to have money to pay $1,000 every month, especially because, like I mentioned, I work part-time. But I'm going to go ahead and try to pay this as much as I can, as fast as I can. And yeah, this is just my journey. This is just what my journey looks like. Obviously, your journey is going to look totally different. You're going to be able to pay more, you're going to be able to pay less, you're going to be saving while I'm paying, and just stuff like that. So I just want to go ahead and show you guys that it is okay to look at your debt, because trust me, before this, I did not want to look at my balance. I did not know what my balance was. I did not know that my APRs were so high. I honestly did not know. But now that I know, I feel like it's good that I have a plan, because all you need to pay off your debt is just face your debt first of all and make a plan towards paying that debt. So I definitely want to be someone that inspires you to want to pay off your debt, because at the end of the day, there's nobody else going to pay your debt but you. Okay, so now before I go on a tangent, I'm going to go ahead and add all of my balances, my minimum payments, and my additional payments. So for my balances, $137.47 plus $298.67 plus $957.69, $970.75, $1,292.36, $1,181.92, and $2,900.39. Okay, so this is what my balance as of the end of this month is. And I've got to say that I'm super happy that I see this number going down. And even if it went down by 100 or 200, I'd still be happy, because it's me making a plan and putting this money towards debt. And the most important thing about debt and paying off your debt is not getting into more debt. So let's say I could pay off this right now and then spend it if I wanted to. So it's really nice that I can make this video and hold myself accountable with all of you guys that I'm going to pay off my debt, because how bad would it look if I'm over here paying off my debt and then coming back the next month like, oh, I spent that money and now my balances are higher. That would look so embarrassing to me, which is nice that I have this sort of platform that I can hold myself accountable. And a lot of you guys are super nice about this, and you're always hyping me up that I can do this. And honestly, if I can do it with this part-time job that I have, then you can go ahead and do it, or you can go ahead and at least start some sort of plan to pay off your debt. I definitely think it's important to do so, and I'm happy that I haven't waited as long, but I also think that I could have started earlier. So that's my deal. Okay, so all of my minimum payments are $275, which is a ton, but you know, that's okay. And then the additional payment that I made was $1,000. Okay, before I do my debt payoff plan, I want to go ahead and mention to you how I was able to pay that $1,000 debt. I was able to pay that $1,000 debt because I did get my tax refund. I did not get that much whatsoever because, like I mentioned, I only work part-time. I probably got half of this amount. So that's me being transparent, okay? I got half of this amount, and the other half I was able to pay my debt with side hustles. So if you guys don't know, you guys probably know because this video probably has ads. I do make revenue from these YouTube videos. Aside from these YouTube videos, I do make revenue from commissions whenever you guys purchase anything from Erin Condren using my affiliate links down below. I always disclose that, and I do make some sort of commission for that. Aside from that, I do, like you guys know, have an Etsy sticker shop now, and I do make money from that. And I want to just go ahead and tell you about my side hustles because I've struggled with my paychecks. Like, I've been at negative, and you guys probably never knew that because I don't disclose my income. And the reason why I don't disclose my income is because I don't make a lot of money in my regular job. I guess I'm a little bit insecure about that, and that's why I've never been open about my income. So I feel like up until I'm secure about all of that, I'll go ahead and show you guys my income. So that's just a little tangent right now. So I did want to go ahead and mention that the rest of this money did come from the help of you guys. You guys watch my videos, so most of this money did come from my side hustles. So if you guys are, let's say, struggling with money right now, I definitely suggest you think of other side hustles that you guys can do. I've done tutoring in the past, which has helped me pay a little bit for my budgeted needs, as well as I've sold my clothes on Poshmark. I'm trying to be a little bit more active on Poshmark and selling my stuff, but I've been super busy with my Etsy sticker shop, and I'm not here to say that doing YouTube and doing the Etsy sticker shop thing is easy, because it's definitely not easy. You do put a lot of time and effort into these things. I know I do, whether it be making videos, editing, designing stickers. So I want to go ahead and let you guys know that you guys can definitely do this. You guys just have to look for other sources of income. I know a lot of people have started to make budget videos here on YouTube, and I am all here for it. I feel like we are all different, and a lot of people can relate to you in some sort of way, because I know lots of people can't relate to me because I don't show my income, and I would. I would, but I don't think I'm that secure enough within myself to show my income, especially because I know a lot of family friends, and just friends in general watch my channel. So that's sort of the reason why I don't show my income, and I kind of will be talking about this within my videos. So now I'm going to go ahead and just start my debt payoff plan, which is going to be really fast. I'm sorry, I'm like going off right now. So now I'm just going to go ahead and break this up with some thin washi. Okay. So my debt payoff plan is only going to be for the next 3 months, and the reason being is, like I mentioned, all things are happening during June. So during June, my promotional interest ends, as well as I have to start paying for my student loans. So I wanted to go ahead and allocate my money as well as I can before those debts being a part of my life. So yeah, so I'm going to be using this, which is what I've been using for the past 2 months, which is the Erin Condren mini calendar sticker packs. I mostly just use these for the flags to color code sort of the months. So I'm going to start with that. So I'm going to put this right here. Okay, and I'm going to put March. So for March, like I mentioned, I had a goal of paying $1,000, which, as you guys saw, I did reach my goal, which I'm super, super happy and thankful to you guys for that. So I put $1,000 towards my Bank of America travel. Okay. Then for April, okay. Then for April, last month, I believe I said I wanted to have a goal of paying $500 towards my debt, but I have upped this amount just a little bit to $600. So I'm going to try my hardest to work very hard in both YouTube and my Etsy sticker shop, as well as other side hustles that I want to have in order to really meet this goal. So what I'm going to be doing with that money is, I know it bothers a lot of you guys that I have not just paid off my Victoria's Secret card. So what it is that I'm going to do is I'm going to pay that card off. So I only owe $137.47 in there. So $137.47 is going to go towards my Victoria's Secret. So pay off Victoria's Secret. So then I will be doing the snowball method, I think. Or at least I'm going to be taking those $27 minimum payments and sort of snowballing it to the next debt that I want to pay off, which is still going to be my Bank of America travel, if you guys are wondering. So it's not going to be a real debt snowball, but it's going to be my sort of debt snowball, which is totally fine. You don't have to stick to somebody else's plan. You can make your own plan, like I mentioned. And so the rest of that money, which is $462.53, is going to go to my Bank of America travel. Now, I'm not counting any minimum payments here. This is just a rough draft of sort of how I think my debt payoff plan is going to look like. Obviously, there's minimum payments in this that I'm not tracking, so just a heads up, because I know a lot of people mentioned it in my last video. This is just sort of a rough draft and sort of goals that I'm trying to reach to pay off my debt. Okay, next, so then last but not least, I'm going to take my May little page flag. And for May, I would have already paid my Victoria's Secret card, so that means that I can take that minimum payment that I was putting towards my Victoria's Secret card and snowball it to the credit card that I want to pay off next, which is, like I mentioned, my Bank of America travel card. Last month, I believe that my goal was $600 as well for May, so I'm going to leave it $600, but I am going to be adding that minimum payment for Victoria's Secret. So my goal now is going to be $627 to put towards that. So $627, and that's going to go to pay off my Bank of America travel, which I'm super excited. Like I mentioned, I'm not counting minimum payments here. This is just sort of a rough draft, but it's going to be around $508.22, and that's going to pay off Bank of America travel, which I'm super, super excited and happy, and I really want to make this possible before I start paying off my student loans, just so I won't have that many things and that much debt to pay. So that's going to pay off that, and then the rest I'm going to be using it towards my next lower card, which is my Forever 21 card, and by then I believe I'll be really close to pay off that card. So if I end up having more money, and you guys will see next month, to pay off towards that, then I will just pay it off. But as of now, I'm just planning to pay the rest of that $627, so $118.78 towards my Forever 21 card. And the reason I chose that is because that is the next one with the lowest balance, as well as that has the highest APR. So I wanted to go ahead and just make that the next card that I wanted to pay off. So as you guys can see, I am neither really doing a true debt snowball method or a true debt avalanche method. And I've realized, and I come to the conclusion that I'm just going to be doing whatever works for me and whatever I think is going to work with my journey to become debt free. So that is basically it for this video. I know I've probably went on a tangent about a million things. I was probably all over the place with this, but I really hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like I mentioned, you guys are one of the biggest reasons why I was even able to pay this $1,000 towards my debt, whether it be by supporting my YouTube channel or supporting my Etsy sticker shop. So I want to go ahead and give you a million thanks. Make sure you stay tuned for my next couple of videos. I'm going to be doing something different, and I am going to be including giveaways in my monthly budget videos, so stay tuned for that. I can't wait to start budgeting for April, and I have collab videos with somebody really special that I've gotten to know in the past week. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. If you guys are not subscribed to my channel and you guys enjoyed this content, don't forget to subscribe, as well as tap on that notification bell just so you get notifications whenever I upload a new video. That's all I have to say, I think. Yes. As always, I will leave everything that I use in this video linked down below for you guys to check out, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.